Our very existence today speaks of the love and care we received from our mother. Without our parents, we could not even have our precious human body. The Buddha left us his sacred birthplace to show the love of parents and children. Let us too leave an imprint of our love and care for our parents and children. "2,500 years ago, Mayadevi, queen of the Sakya clan, gave birth to Prince Siddhartha, the future Buddha, in Lumbini Grove. According to legend, the baby took 7 steps, gazed upon the 4 cardinal directions, and proclaimed that he would eradicate birth, aging, illness, and death. 35 years later, he attained enlightenment and spent the rest of his life teaching for the benefit of all beings. In the ensuing centuries, many followers made pilgrimages to Lumbini to pay homage to the Buddha. In 249 BCE, the Mauryan Emperor Ashoka made a pilgrimage to Lumbini and erected a pillar marking the location of the Buddha's birth. 2 famous Chinese monks, Fa Xian in the 5th century and Xuanzang in the 7th century, wrote about their journeys here. However, by the 14th century, this sacred place was forgotten, lost in the wilderness. Fortunately, in 1896, 2 explorers rediscovered the site, including Ashoka's pillar, thus re-establishing the link to the birthplace. The United Nations Development Program contributed nearly $1 million for preparation of a master plan for the development of Lumbini, including numerous engineering and archaeological studies. Today, the United Nations recognizes Lumbini as a World Heritage Site. His Eminence, Trungrim Gyotro Rinpoche, a Harvard-educated incarnate Lama, saw an opportunity to build a unique monastery at Lumbini, highlighting the spirit of unity in diversity and providing a center for positive change through universal love around the world. In 2005, a parcel of land within the United Nations Master Plan was granted to UTBF Nepal, an organization guided by Rinpoche, for the construction of the proposed project, the Lumbini Udhyan Mahachaitya. One of 4 major Buddhist pilgrimage sites, the Buddha's birthplace is imbued with a distinctive serene feeling of the love of his parents and the significance of that love. Without his mother's love, even the Buddha would not have come into existence. To repay that love, the Buddha found a path leading beyond the cycle of ordinary existence and established teachings to bring peace to individuals and societies. The UN's Master Plan for Lumbini reflects this link between the Buddha and world peace, from his birth in the past through his teachings present in the world today, toward the future of world peace. His teachings manifesting in the present are symbolized by the central 42 parcels of land allocated to monasteries of various countries. The Lumbini Udhyan Mahachaitya in particular will represent friends and devotees of Buddhism whose communities or countries are not represented at Lumbini by any other specific monastery. It will promote Buddha's universal message of peace for all people, regardless of country and faith, and become a center for international unity. Through the special visibility and protection granted to a UN World Heritage Site, the Mahachaitya will be able to reach a wider audience than it would at other locations. Here, all interested in finding peace, happiness, and wisdom can come to appreciate Buddha's teachings. The Mahachaitya also stands out from the other monasteries with its thoughtful blending of ancient and contemporary styles. The Mahachaitya is in the shape of a stupa housing a meditation hall. Thus it combines the blessings of a stupa with the functional spaces for teaching and practice. Its design was based on the stupa of Shariputra at the ancient site of the Nalanda Buddhist University. However, by employing an innovative double-layered construction, a spacious meditation hall with 13-meter ceilings will be housed inside the stupa dome. A stupa represents the qualities of a fully enlightened mind. If we pay homage to a stupa with single-pointed devotion, it opens us to the qualities of the awakened mind. It thus has the same effect as paying homage to the actual Buddha. The Buddha once said, "Whoever sees a stupa, hears the bells of a stupa, or is touched by the breeze that blows across a stupa will gain ultimate liberation." Months of hot weather and rain can limit the use of any structure in Lumbini. The Mahachaitya was designed with this in mind, and with the goal to reduce the use of energy. This design uniquely includes a circular interior corridor lined with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas that will enable visitors to circumambulate the stupa in any weather, the dream of many visitors come true. When entering the main hall, we will see a tall statue of Buddha Shakyamuni smiling and gazing at us, surrounded and attended by the Buddha Dipamkara, Maitreya, Virochana, Amitabha, Avalokiteshvara, and many more Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Inspiration and devotion will arise in us as if we were personally attending a Dharma gathering accompanied by the various Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. As models of great love and compassion, they are all our spiritual friends, inspiring and guiding us along our journey to enlightenment. A central lotus houses sacred relics, transparently enshrined with a lamp at the top of the dome shining down on all. This use of light will create greater awareness in the space. To acknowledge all major spiritual traditions of Buddhism, handprints of great masters will be enshrined, symbolizing the non-sectarian spirit which reveals the unity in spirituality. In recognition of their financial support, as important in our time as Ashoka's in his, major patrons can also have their handprints embedded into the corridor circulating the stupa. The Mahachaitya has many functional spaces to serve the needs of resident Sangha, pilgrims, program attendees, and other visitors. The first floor of the Mahachaitya has a library, classrooms, multi-purpose hall, a kitchen, dining hall, and rooms for residents. The second floor includes the main hall, more classrooms, guest rooms, and the residence for teachers. Many public programs will be offered at the Mahachaitya, including regular prayers, short retreats, and courses for local and international groups, as well as special retreats for children. When completed, it will be one of the most distinctive structures in Lumbini, a sacred place that welcomes all. Its doors are open to all who are interested in finding peace, happiness, and wisdom. The first construction work on the Mahachaitya was started in the autumn of 2006. Rinpoche himself paid close attention to every detail. Facing a lack of machinery, frequent power failures, and hot weather, the dedicated workers performed the work of tying steel, mixing cement, and nailing the templates entirely by hand. Grouting the dome was most difficult, as the workers had to transfer the buckets of cement one by one up to the highest part of the building. By November, much of the main structure will be completed, but there is still a long way to go before we achieve our final goal. Throughout history, we humans have created and experienced much suffering. This can only be reduced through dialogue and understanding supported by the universal message of peace. And this peace must first arise in individuals. To develop this peace, there has to be a physical base at a suitable place to house and pass on these messages for the benefit of humanity. All of us can be messengers of peace by supporting this base, maintaining the message, and bringing positive change to ourselves, our family and friends, and to the greater communities of the world. To build a stupa, a lot of good conditions, wishes, and karma need to come together. There are special moments in history where those with the heart to give to others also meet with the favorable conditions to share their good karma with the world. Building a Mahachaitya on the sacred ground of Buddha's birth is a rare opportunity not available at all times. Take advantage of this opportunity to cultivate your generosity and join with the efforts of many others to leave a lasting mark on the world. In order to accumulate merit for our enlightenment, in order to repay the kindness we received from our mother, in order to connect future generations with the Dharma, let us contribute to this World Heritage Site protected Lumbini Project.